What is up, everyone? Coach Megan from Get Fit New Hampshire. It has been a while since I've come live, but here I am because I want to squash a big, huge myth for you today. And I have this conversation with clients sort of frequently, but I had it specifically this week, and it's on my mind. And I'm like, let's talk about this because I think it's important to understand. And the myth is that if I am not feeling sore, then I didn't work hard enough. And that cannot be further from the truth. So, sore muscles after every workout is actually not a good thing. It would show us two things. The first one would be that there's a lack of consistency in your training. And the second one would be that there's a lack of recovery after your training. So those two things are not really great things to brag about. So if you are not feeling sore after a workout, that absolutely positively does not mean that it wasn't a good workout and that you didn't have a good training response. So the times when you might feel sore muscles would be if you are consistent and if you are recovering well, are when you introduce a new training stress. So for those of you who train at Get Fit New Hampshire, that would be like when we start a new strength training program, right? Like every 4 weeks, we introduce a new strength training program. But you'll notice usually the first week after we introduce that new training stress, there's a new training response, right? Which means you feel sore muscles. You're like, oh, we haven't worked that in a while. You feel sore. But then the following week, you have your body adapts, right? You adapt to the new training stress. So you feel less sore. That is if you are consistent and if you are recovering well. So that is just because you're not sore after every workout absolutely does not mean it wasn't a good workout. And so anyways, I just had this conversation with somebody this week, and we were talking about how no, that's actually a really good thing that you're not sore. That means that you're conditioned. It means that you're consistent, and it means that you're recovering really well. So if you're somebody who is sore after every single workout, or you look to be sore, first of all, stop looking to be sore. Just look to be stronger. And you can only train as hard as you recover. And I think that's really important. And let me say that again. You can only train as hard as you recover. If you are constantly feeling sore or you're super inconsistent with your training, it is going to be very challenging for you to progress in your training and get stronger. Right? Because if you're just like always kind of like, oh my God, you're like every time you squat, you're like, oh my God, it hurts. Ooh, you're not going to be able to progress in your weight. You're not going to be able to get stronger. So super important at Get Fit New Hampshire. That is why we train Monday, Tuesday, break Wednesday, train Thursday, Friday, break weekends. That is an opportunity for your body to recover, because when you recover and you rebuild, you come back and you're stronger and you're more consistent in your training. So anyways, I just wanted to squash that myth because I do hear it somewhat frequently, but specifically had that conversation this week that if you are not sore after every training, good. That means you're consistent. That means you're recovering well. If you are, or if you're looking to be, stop looking to be, because that's not a good thing. And if you are sore after every workout, then you may need to work on your consistency, or you may need to work on your recovery. That could mean rest days. That could mean making sure you're getting enough protein, getting enough sleep, managing your stress. All of those things play a major role in your recovery. So that is my little soapbox for the day. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll chat soon.